So it's, as you can hear, pouring down outside, and I came to the truck a little bit worried that my new extractor fan was going to be leaking. So I do have a leak in the truck, but not from the extractor fan. So the extractor fan is bone dry, no moisture around it whatsoever, so I'm super happy about that. However, the hole that I accidentally made the other day, as you can probably see, is currently dripping water and is soaking this corner of the grandma's attic. So the temporary solution that I put on here is clearly not working. So it's not gushing through, which is good, but there's definitely a leak, and it's the only leak in the truck right now. So I'm a little bit annoyed at myself because I have to get this fixed sooner rather than later. So that means I have more work to do. I can't do anything about it right now, so I'm just gonna have to let this pour down while I do my other work, but I guess part of the learning process. What I've been doing is fitting the conduit underneath the floor. The conduit is a safety cable wrap where all of the wires go from one side to the other. This is the drilling that I've been doing. Drilling chunks out, fitting the conduit through so that it goes from one side to another, so that all of the stuff, all the electrics on one side can go through to the fridge, water pump outlets on the other side. Then I can continue putting the insulation underneath, fit the floor down, and the floor will be done. So that is what I've been doing. It's been tough and a lot of work. All of this is always 10 times more work than I realize it's going to be. Back to work. So my day has finished. I have managed to finish my floor completely. It is insulated. I had to trim off a load of insulation to make the floor fit flush with the framing. So floor is finished, fully insulated on all 3 sections. I now have conduit here. So I have now wire going from my kitchen area. So there's all my kitchen connections. So it goes from the kitchen area all the way over to my electrical box, which is this bit will be my electrical box. It's kind of marked out here. So I have conduit going all the way through the floor now, which is good. And that's pretty much it for the day, but it's been useful. There's also been 3 major leaks that I found. So the first one is here at the back, which is pretty visible when you look at it. So that screw is not got sealant on it. There's another one over here. This screw as well is wet, and the one that I noticed when I first came in, which is where I scraped the roof. So I've just noticed all the moisture on the roof from me being in here. So yeah, once I get my extractor fan working to start circulating some air, ooh, perfect timing to start circulating some air. Let me come through here. So once I finally get, let me come through here so you can actually see me. So once I finally get the extractor fan linked up and working, that can start circulating some of the moisture out, as well as my air conditioning unit as well, which is going to be circulating and dehumidifying when I'm actually in here. So yeah, just always never quite getting everything that I want done. So clocking out. So yesterday did not go as planned in any way. So I kind of regrouped because I was just kind of scattered. Today, I am going to finish the framing of the wall of the pass-through. I'm going to get that framed up. Then I'm going to finish the framing of the roof and get that completed. Then once that's done, I'm going to treat all of the floor, wood, framing and OSB with mold resistant primer to make sure that any leaks that do just randomly appear aren't just rotting away at the subfloor underneath. Then I can leave that to dry overnight, and then tomorrow what I can do is start to build this back wall, ready to remove this door and replace it with the back wall this weekend. That is ideally. I don't know whether that's going to happen, but that is my ambitious timeline for the next 4 days. Let's see whether that happens. So I just spent the last couple of hours getting this final bit of framing done on this wall, the pass-through wall. These are the main frames. Ignore these bits for now, but these are the main frames. And obviously the door is going to go here as well. So I wanted to make sure that this was equal all the way down and the exact amount all the way down, because this is where the door is going to fit in. So this is exactly 2 feet. This is 46.5 inches high. So this means that I can now put in insulation here and start putting in walls, basically. Walls and a door here. Once I get that door done, I can put a lock on it, and that means that anyone who breaks the window will have to go through this door. Most people, statistically, most break-ins to cars are just people who are opportunists wanting to grab like a tool, tools that are out or something like that. They're not there to like go around and research and all that sort of stuff. So if I can put a deterrent door here that is locked, anyone who does break in will, maybe grab some socket wrenches or something like that and leave, rather than coming through here and searching around here. So there's no way of stopping theft, but if I can keep this looking like a work van and put in layers of security to reduce people getting in, then I'll be in a safer place. So, and that's it so far. So moving on to the next thing. So this is the finished product. I have my insulation in, the fake framing here that is being supported by the insulation. Feels good. So now on to the next project, which I think is going to be finishing the ceiling framing and get that over and done with. Let's go. Okay, so done the last little bit of framing for the grandma's attic. I've also added a tiny little lip here, definitely for right this moment in time, because everything on here, as I drive around, slides back and forth. So this is kind of to minimize that. But also over time, as I do drive around, this is going to be storage. So just having a lip will help prevent things from, crashing through and opening up cupboards, cabinets, etc. as you're driving around. So my next step is to put the mold primer on the flooring, get that done. Then tomorrow I'm going to build the back wall ready to be installed Saturday, Sunday when I remove the door. So just to explain the reason why I'm so petrified about this back door thing is this is a roll-up door, right? So it's on a big spring to help move it up and down across these rails along here. So cutting this tensed up spring and all that sort of stuff is scary as hell. And then I'm gonna have to go to the dump and get rid of this at the same time as well. So I'm kind of petrified of this, but I know that this is basically the next thing that I need to do. Get rid of this and do the back wall. I'm just worried about running out of time and then having an exposed truck to the elements. That's the thing that's worrying me. Whew.